Hi everyone, or anyone. Probably me. I'm gonna watch this at some point. At least very soon. Maybe even sometime later in the future. And I don't know if I'm gonna show anyone else these videos that I'm making for my garden. And that's because people, I shouldn't say people so loosely like that, because there's a lot of really technical assholes out there that just use definitions of certain words to like misconstrue common language. Because like usually if someone says, oh, when people do this, something happens, right? We kind of get what that means, right? But no, people nowadays also means a company, right? Like a corporate company, a corporation is a person, technically, in the court of law. So it's very, very funny. So I began saying entity. It is the proper word, and it is the only word that I know of that describes what I'm talking about here. And that is, it's due to the entities around here that I've been talking about for some time. Not only are they in my near proximity, but I don't want to find any kind of creepers or anything on the internet either. I'm not going to post it there. Not many people even have DVD players anymore. Some people do, but not many. Not as many as there used to be. There's no DVD stores anymore, really, except I heard there's one more Blockbuster left somewhere. Blockbuster Video. That was the first big corporate chain of video stores that took out all the little small mom and pops stores, probably because they started renting too much pornography or something. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm not gonna put it out there for these creepers to see. All these creepers, not only the ones around here, but anybody else somewhere else too. But I'm probably gonna watch it. And here it is. It's going well. The gardening is going well. Even though it's really messed up with the energy games that people are playing. Seems like all day, every day, I wake up and there's that intrusive vibe, right? All day, intrusive vibe, go to sleep, intrusive vibe. Sometimes my sleep gets intruded. Usually it does. Haven't really had a perfect night's sleep in quite some time. People like to cluster together like those zombie movies. There's that zombie movie, one with what's his name? Will Smith. What was that one called? The zombie movie, it's like he is there in New York, I think, and they're crossing the bridge. The family went, he didn't. He gave the money to the family that he made from the military. Or he gave the money he made from the military, paid for the family to get across the bridge. but not him. And then they blew up the bridge because it's filled with zombies. He ended up surviving. And the zombies only come out at night. So he went out in the day, he gardened. Who would have thought, right? Did other things anyway. The zombies in one of the scenes, they're all like huddled together, like they're in this dark space inside somewhere. They're like huddled together, all creeped out. It reminds me kind of how these people are out here. They just really like to vibe with each other. There's no independence, no sense of independence out here, except for me. So my garden is looking good. We did have a good rain recently, a real good rain. Oh, a pretty good rain. It was actually classified as a hurricane. It was a decent rain. We're a little bit inland, so it wasn't like whoa, a hurricane, but like it was some good weather. It was some good weather. When I look around, and it's funny because all these people, like, they don't really care about plant life, or doesn't look like they care about much of life at all. But I look at their yards and everything. It's just dirt. Heavy rain, bunch of topsoil rips off, probably, and then a few days later, bone dry dirt again. My yard, on the other hand, I have a lawn, and what that does, it's just an example of what a cover crop can do for your for my land here, and it can be done for really any type of land. But I really like to work on my own land, and it holds the moisture in. Obviously, it's like it's like a pot of water, right? You have a pot of water out in the sun, and it's in the hot sun. You have one pot, same exact size, two pots. You have one pot without a lid and one pot with a lid. Which is gonna, pot is gonna have the water evaporate faster? The one without a lid, obviously. It's like that for the ground. Not only that, but my lawn is doing very well right now. So it's giving me. I'm going to be mowing that down in certain areas, and it's going to give me some nice mulching material for the segments that I've created for my own self-sufficient type of food source. Gardening, And I'll tell you something about what's been going on out there. The rows of gardening segments that I've dug out there in the lawn. Again, not too heavy of digging, but just enough. When I first got started here, I planted a few things like tomatoes and other things like that with smaller seeds and smaller sprouts therein, or thereof, I mean. But I watered it too heavily. not too much water, but too heavily. You know, like the drops of water hitting the ground were too hard for that particular seedling to flourish. So I already had a few trays of those what do you call it? I guess seedlings and mixed seedlings, like the little small plants. You do a plant in a small thing, and then you move it out there. I already have a few of those because I've been planting this for a while. So I put some of those out on a little bench or kind of table thing out there, and had those in the sun, or kind of half sun, partial sun, where they could grow, and I could be more mindful about how I water them. I think there must be a bird in the area or something that likes the sprouts, because they kept disappearing on me. And there'd be like a little hole in the ground where it was. They'd get like, they'd start to break the ground, and then the next day they're gone. So, you know, I openly spoke to the yard. I said, birds, listen up. I told them, I said, if you let these seedlings grow, there's going to be much more food later. They weren't hearing it. They wanted that seedling right then and there. We could have had hundreds of seedlings from that one seedling, but no. I don't know how much of that you got, or you heard, or kept, you know. I don't know how much of what I was saying the camera recognized in the video, but I was just saying the watered it too hard with the water out there on the ground, the seedlings. Put it in little containers instead, try it again. Then I think the bird got real interested in the little seedlings, kept eating those. Looks like that's probably what happened. They kept disappearing on me. I made a statement to all the birds listening that, you know what, if you stop eating the seedlings, there's going to be much more seedlings and more food later. But they kept doing it. So what I did is I took the seedling containers to a more protected area, and then that way, you know, I can make a healthy transplant. The plants are doing really well. They're doing really, really well. The corn is doing especially well, noticeably well. That's my best, my most successful crop in this yard, in this area here that I'm gardening so far. Corn has had consistent success and growth. Some of the other plants have been less successful, but still successful. It's a learning process. So it is a learning process. And I'm happy about my progress with it. I mean, It is a learning process. It absolutely is. And I know I'm only going to get better with time. I'm going to get better and better and better at it. And not only that, the yard's going to be looking better and better and better and better too, because the ecosystem, the environment is going to get used to me being out there and doing it. It's already starting to, and it's going to become more enjoyable for me, which therein will make it better. Because again, my philosophy here is that we all need love, right? We can look at that Beatles song. All you need is love. And it kind of represents what I'm going for here. It's like, that's how we build a healthy earth. It's my philosophy that vibration, that loving vibration, is what's going to fix the planet. At any time, we can start. I already did. You know? And I think my plants appreciate it. And then, you know, I think that just their presence there is going to spread that happiness and love, and it's just going to spread. It's just going to spread. So, it's going to be good. Your own voice, so sing. You got two hands, let's go and make anything. We all got rules, we all have to break. We all have to make those mistakes. Really lying. See the people on TV get shot in the very own street. People just like you, people just like me. Can't you see you got your hand on the advantages? You can stand to manage your damages. You, my dear, are forced to feed, not to fear. You got a right to anywhere, anything. You got a right, you got a right. You're a human being.